Welcome to a new era in aerospace engineering. In this chapter, we'll explore how the AEON-CASIMIR craft achieves what was once thought impossible, moving through air, water, dust, and even plasma without leaving a trace. No shockwaves, no heat, no turbulence, and no sound. This isn't just a leap in technology, it's a fundamental shift in how we think about vehicles and their environments. Let's dive into the science behind this revolutionary craft and see how it resolves the age-old contradiction between extreme speed and environmental survivability. AEON-CASIMIR's secret lies in metric pre-displacement. Ahead of the craft, a forward-biased metric gradient is established. This means the very geometry of spacetime is gently curved in advance of the vehicle, redirecting air molecules before they ever touch the hull. As a result, there's no stagnation pressure, no boundary layer, and no wake. The environment is never compressed in front of the craft, so shockwaves simply don't form. This is a profound shift from how we usually think about high-speed travel. Normally, high-speed travel through the atmosphere causes intense heating due to kinetic energy transfer. The faster you go, the more energy is dumped into the air and the vehicle's skin. But AEON-CASIMIR changes the game. Here, the energy that would normally cause heating is instead redirected into metric deformation, electromagnetic field maintenance, and plasma excitation. The result? No heat load on the hull or the surrounding medium. The craft remains cool, even at extreme velocities. Sound is generated by pressure discontinuities, sudden changes in air pressure that propagate as waves. In traditional flight, these discontinuities create everything from engine noise to sonic booms. AEON-CASIMIR, however, enforces metric smoothing, which means pressure gradients are eliminated. The result is total acoustic silence. No sonic boom, no turbulence noise, and no infrasonic emissions. The craft is acoustically invisible, regardless of speed. AEON-CASIMIR doesn't just work in air. It treats all forms of matter, air, water, dust, ash, sand, and snow as a continuum field. Instead of seeing these as obstacles, the craft's metric envelope induces an apparent reduction in density and diverts flow without contact. This means it can move through any medium, submerged or airborne, without creating wakes, cavitation, or turbulence. The same physics apply, no matter the environment. By treating matter as a continuum field, AEON-CASIMIR avoids the problems of discrete obstacles. The metric envelope reduces apparent density and diverts flow smoothly, ensuring cavitation-free transit. This allows the craft to operate in challenging environments like underwater or sandstorms with the same ease as in clear air. To maintain perfect environmental interaction, AEON-CASIMIR uses a distributed sensor network. This network constantly maps density gradients, ionization levels, turbulence onset, and particulate concentration. With feedback latency of less than a microsecond, the system can adjust the metric shaping in real time, preserving smooth, laminar interaction with the environment. The craft's adaptive control system ensures that any changes in the environment are detected and responded to instantly. Whether it's a sudden increase in dust, a shift in air density, or the onset of turbulence, the system reshapes the metric envelope to maintain optimal conditions. This continuous adjustment is key to the craft's survivability and performance. Even with advanced systems, there's always a chance that environmental coupling could degrade. AEON-CASIMIR is prepared for this. If the coupling weakens, the plasma density around the craft increases, the metric gradients soften, and the vehicle's velocity is automatically limited. These measures prevent shock formation, thermal runaway, and structural exposure, always prioritizing environmental safety over raw performance. The craft systems are designed to automatically respond to any loss in environmental coupling. By increasing plasma density and softening metric gradients, the craft ensures that no shockwaves or thermal spikes can form. If necessary, it will even slow itself down to prevent any risk to the structure or the environment. Safety is always the top priority. One of the most remarkable consequences of AEON-CASIMIR's design is its stealth. Because the craft produces no thermal plume, no radar amplification, no acoustic signature, and no ionization trail, it is effectively invisible to conventional detection methods. This makes it ideal for sensitive operations, where remaining undetected is crucial. With no interaction signatures, AEON-CASIMIR doesn't announce its presence to the environment. There's nothing for radar, infrared, or acoustic sensors to pick up. This level of stealth is unmatched by any conventional craft, opening up new possibilities for exploration and security. At the heart of AEON-CASIMIR's philosophy is a simple idea. The craft does not fight the environment. Instead, it convinces the environment to move aside. By reshaping spacetime and conditioning the medium, the craft passes through without resistance or trace. This principle is what sets AEON-CASIMIR apart from all previous vehicles. Metric-mediated coupling is the process by which the craft interacts with its environment, not through direct contact, but by altering the local geometry of spacetime. This allows the environment to flow around the craft effortlessly, eliminating the usual forces and effects associated with high-speed travel. In classical aerodynamics, the drag force experienced by a vehicle is given by the equation F d equals frac 1, 2, rho c, dAv, $2. This means that as velocity increases, drag increases rapidly, leading to greater energy loss and heating. AEON-CASIMIR's approach makes this equation obsolete by reducing the relative velocity to nearly zero. By controlling the geometry of spacetime around the craft, AEON-CASIMIR can dictate how the environment behaves. Air molecules are gently redirected, and the usual buildup of pressure and heat is avoided. This level of control is unprecedented and forms the foundation of the craft's unique capabilities. The plasma sheath surrounding AEON-CASIMIR is both low density and low luminosity, with a number density much less than $10. 17, text, M, -$3. This ensures that the plasma does not interfere with sensors or create detectable emissions, while still providing the necessary environmental conditioning. Instead of allowing kinetic energy to convert into heat, AEON-CASIMIR redirects this energy into deforming the metric, maintaining electromagnetic fields, and exciting the plasma sheath. This process keeps both the craft and the environment cool, even at the highest speeds. By enforcing metric smoothing, AEON-CASIMIR eliminates all sources of sound. There are no pressure discontinuities, so no sound waves are generated. This makes the craft completely silent, even when traveling at supersonic or hypersonic speeds. Treating matter as a continuum field allows AEON-CASIMIR to operate in any medium without disruption. The craft's metric envelope ensures that flow is diverted smoothly, regardless of whether it's moving through air, water, or particulate matter. The distributed sensor network is the craft's eyes and ears, constantly monitoring the environment for changes in density, ionization, turbulence, and particulates. This data is used to make real-time adjustments to the metric envelope, ensuring optimal performance at all times. With a feedback latency of less than 1 microsecond, AEON-CASIMIR's control systems can respond to environmental changes almost instantaneously. This rapid response is essential for maintaining smooth, laminar interaction and avoiding any disruptions. Continuous metric shaping ensures that the craft's interaction with the environment remains laminar or smooth at all times. This prevents the formation of turbulence, wakes, or other disruptive phenomena, regardless of speed or medium. If the craft's coupling with the environment begins to degrade, several automatic measures are triggered. Plasma density increases to enhance conditioning. Metric gradients are softened to reduce stress, and the craft's velocity is limited to prevent any dangerous effects. This layered approach ensures that safety is never compromised. By automatically adjusting plasma density and metric gradients, AEON-CASIMIR prevents the formation of shockwaves and thermal runaway. These safeguards protect both the craft and the environment from harm, even in the event of unexpected conditions. If all else fails, the craft's systems will limit its velocity to prevent any risk of structural exposure. This means the craft will always prioritize safety, even if it means sacrificing speed or performance temporarily. Because AEON-CASIMIR produces no thermal, radar, acoustic, or ionization signature, it leaves no trace in the environment. This is a key advantage for stealth and for minimizing environmental impact. Unlike conventional vehicles, AEON-CASIMIR does not announce its presence to the environment. There are no detectable emissions or disturbances, making it ideal for covert operations or sensitive missions. The ultimate design principle of AEON-CASIMIR is to convince the environment to move aside, rather than fighting against it. This approach allows for unprecedented efficiency, safety, and stealth, setting a new standard for vehicle-environment interaction. Let's compare classical vehicles and AEON-CASIMIR side by side. Traditional craft generate shockwaves, heat, noise, and leave detectable trails. AEON-CASIMIR, by contrast, leaves no trace, no sound, and no heat. This comparison highlights just how revolutionary the new approach is. Because the same physics apply in both air and water, AEON-CASIMIR can operate as effectively underwater as it does in the sky. This opens up new possibilities for exploration, transportation, and research in environments that were previously inaccessible. Dust, ash, sand, and snow are no match for AEON-CASIMIR. The craft's metric envelope diverts these particulates smoothly, preventing buildup or abrasion. This ensures reliable operation, even in the harshest environments. Cavitation, the formation of vapor bubbles in a liquid, is a major problem for high-speed underwater vehicles. AEON-CASIMIR's approach prevents cavitation entirely, allowing for smooth, silent underwater travel. Traditional vehicles leave wakes in air and water, which can be detected visually or by sensors. AEON-CASIMIR's metric envelope prevents wake formation, making the craft invisible not just to radar and sound, but also to visual tracking. Boundary layers are thin regions of flow near a vehicle's surface where friction and turbulence are highest. AEON-CASIMIR eliminates boundary layers by redirecting flow before it reaches the hull, further reducing drag and wear. Stagnation pressure is the buildup of pressure at the front of a moving object. AEON-CASIMIR's metric pre-displacement ensures that air or water never stagnates in front of the craft, eliminating this source of stress and drag. At high speeds, conventional vehicles can ionize the air, leaving a detectable trail. AEON-CASIMIR's plasma sheath and metric control prevent localized ionization spikes, ensuring that no ionization trail is left behind. AEON-CASIMIR represents a paradigm shift in how vehicles interact with their environment. By leveraging metric-mediated coupling, plasma-assisted conditioning, and real-time adaptive control, the craft achieves unmatched speed, stealth, and survivability. This technology opens the door to new possibilities in exploration, transportation, and security, fundamentally changing our relationship with the environment.